We decided to choose the topic regarding quality education. We specifically chose the statement 4.7, which has a goal of implementing sustainable education in all curriculums by the year 2030. This type of education would teach skills and ideas pertaining to lifestyles, human rights, gender equality, promotion of a culture of peace and nonviolence, global citizenization, appreciation of cultural diversity, and one's cultural contribution to sustainable development.
We chose this topic because a person's education is so crucial in the fact that it is the foundation of one's success in their future field. Many people overlook education or think that it is useless. However, it should be highlighted and acknowledged in this importance. There are also many issues that surround education that must be addressed worldwide.
In both countries, there is evolving progress for the implementation of sustainable development. It is a subject that both countries have acknowledged and are working towards. In the United States, environmental concerns and social setbacks are ideas that encourage the onset of sustainable development, while in Peru there has been participation of international agreements to incorporate this type of education.
In the case of the United States, there are several programs related to implementing Education for Sustainable Development (ESD), including Lab of Agreement on implementation in all types of school. One of the main challenges in the United States is the absence of a shared understanding of how to introduce education for sustainable development in all kinds of schools. Private and public schools often have different management systems and may follow different curriculum standards. This makes it hard to create a unified approach to ESD across the country. Ideological conflicts. The United States is a diverse country with varying beliefs and values. Education for sustainable development can be influenced by clashes of ideology, as some people may oppose a specific aspect of sustainable due to political or philosophical difference. This can lead to debates and hinder the effective implementation of ESD. In the case of Peru, there are several issues related to the implementation of education for sustainable development, which include, despite educational expansion, rural and remote areas struggles to access quality education, hindering their participation in SD programs. Even though Peru has worked on expanding its education system, rural and remote areas still face significant challenge in accessing quality education. The lack of proper educational infrastructure, resources, and trained teachers in this region can make it difficult to effectively implement ESD programs. This means that students living in rural areas may miss the opportunity to participate in education for sustainable development. Environmental and social challenge. The country faces issues such as deforestation, natural disasters, and climate change, as well as social challenges related to cultural diversity and inclusion. These problems require specific attention in education so that the students are prepared to address this challenge and contribute to sustainable solutions.
The best way to understand one another and the problems other countries face is through education. Having the knowledge of sustainable development can help meet the needs of today while also purging these issues for future generations. We can take the precautions necessary to prevent environmental degradation and preserve necessary resources. There's also an opportunity to educate others concerning equality, with gender issues being the largest contributor of this topic. In conclusion, spreading awareness of not only sustainable development, but the concepts and ideas associated with it can help a multitude of countries. We have an opportunity to identify major issues when looking at environmental and social conflicts and create change because of it. Addressing these issues now helps us, but also helps future generations as well.